Is the Golden State dynasty about to rise again, or are they chasing ghosts from the past? The offseason hasn't even officially begun, and the NBA rumor mill is already boiling. But here's the question. Should the Golden State Warriors go all in on a risky trade to fix their most glaring weakness, or is it time to finally let go of the dream of one last title run? And yes, we're talking about a blockbuster trade with the Boston Celtics. What's cooking behind the scenes could change everything for the Dubs or burn it all down. Let's dive into what could be one of the most polarizing and emotional decisions in recent Golden State history, the unfinished business. After what looked like a championship-caliber pivot at the trade deadline, the Warriors stunned the league when they acquired Jimmy Butler to team up with Steph Curry and Draymond Green. On paper, it was genius. Elite shooting, relentless defense, and a veteran mentality. And for a while, it worked. They clawed their way back into contention and looked terrifying going into the postseason. But then, disaster struck. Stephen Curry, the heart and soul of this franchise, went down in Game 1 of the second round against the red-hot Minnesota Timberwolves. What was supposed to be a deep playoff run ended in a swift, humbling 5-game exit. And just like that, the dream died again. So now what? The Warriors are staring down a painful truth. Their core is aging, the clock is ticking, and the Western Conference isn't getting any easier. If they're serious about competing next year, some bold moves must be made. A giant hole in the paint. Let's be brutally honest. Golden State hasn't had a legitimate starting center in years. Relying on Draymond Green to protect the paint has worked only when surrounded by elite perimeter defenders and consistent health. And that's simply no longer the case. They need size. They need rim protection. They need someone who can space the floor, defend, and stay healthy in high-stakes moments. Enter Kristaps Porzingis. According to a recent trade simulation from Bleacher Report, the Warriors could be eyeing a deal that sends Porzingis from the Boston Celtics to the Bay Area. The proposal? Golden State would send Moses Moody, Buddy Hield, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and Gue Santos in exchange for the Latvian big man. There's also a possibility of including Jonathan Kuminga in a sign-in trade if Boston demands more. It's a risky play, but is it the right one? Let's break it down. The trade, win or mistake? At first glance, this deal makes sense for both sides. The Celtics may be looking to reduce salary cap pressure in the offseason, and Porzingis, despite fitting well in Boston's scheme, has been involved in recent trade chatter. For Golden State, Porzingis would instantly address the team's most urgent need. He brings elite rim protection, can stretch defenses with his three-point shot, and would be a dream fit next to Curry in pick-and-pop actions. His presence would unclog the lane for Butler's slashing and Green's playmaking. On paper, it's a match made in basketball heaven. But here's the catch: health. Porzingis has never played a full 82-game season. His injury history is long, and the last thing Golden State needs is another player spending more time in rehab than on the floor. When he's healthy, he's a star. When he's not, he's a liability. So should the Warriors take the gamble? Let's look at the numbers. Porzingis averaged 20.1 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks per game this past season. His shooting splits, including over 37% from beyond the arc, make him one of the most versatile big men in the league. But he played only 57 games in the regular season. That's a warning sign for a team trying to squeeze one last ring out a shrinking window. And then there's the cost. Losing Moody and Kuminga, two of the team's most promising young assets, could haunt the Warriors for years if Porzingis fails to stay healthy. Even if he does stay upright, chemistry isn't guaranteed. Will he mesh with Golden State's fluid, movement-heavy offense? Or will his fit turn out more like DeMarcus Cousins? All hype, no harmony? Other options? Here's a thought. What if the Warriors say no to Porzingis and look elsewhere? Several other centers may be available this summer, including Clint Capella, reliable rebounder, paint enforcer; Jared Allen, defensive anchor with elite mobility; Jonas Valanciunas, traditional big with playoff experience. Each comes with pros and cons, but none offer the upside Porzingis brings when healthy. He's the only name that truly changes the ceiling of this team. So now we're looking at the ultimate question. Do the Warriors want to be safe, or do they want to win? The Golden State Warriors are at a fork in the road. Stick with the old formula. Aging stars, no size, predictable outcomes. Or gamble on a piece that could bring another banner to Chase Center. Will they pull the trigger on Kristaps Porzingis? Will the Celtics bite? Will we see a new-look Dub squad built around Curry, Butler, Green, and the Unicorn? Or is this just another pipe dream that'll disappear once the real negotiations begin? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the offseason just got a lot more interesting. What do you think? Should the Warriors take the risk and trade for Porzingis? Or go all in on a safer option? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one of them. And if you enjoyed the breakdown, smash that like button so the algorithm knows you're part of the squad. Let's keep the conversation going.